input as a AC, you are expecting output as AC. So there should be flow of AC voltages. As far as the DC is concerned, DC should be blocked so that you can use the same operating conditions. So which type of coupling network is used? Based on that, you have the classification like first one, RC coupled amplifier. Second one, transformer coupled amplifier. And third one, a direct coupled amplifier. Okay, so this classification is based on the type of a coupling medium. Right? Now focus should be there for this particular type. Focus should be there for this particular type. Focus should be there for this type. That is, if we title our design, if we restrict our design for RC coupled amplifier, then it is under discrete type. It is not IC. क्या करना है वहाँ पे? We have to take a transistor. We have to take different circuit component like R and C. We have to take a separate power supply. We have to take different capacitors and so on. So that's why it is under discrete. Our intention is just to amplify a small signal. So that's why it is under small signal. What are the frequency range we are using? It is in the range of 20 Hz to 20 kHz. So it is under audio. And what type of coupling network we are using is the capacitor. Are you getting explained? So if I am using a capacitor here, so this is the output of amplifier. This is the load. Now whether this network satisfies both the conditions, that we have to check. First condition कौन सा है? There should be minimum voltage drop across the network. Are you getting explained? So if this element offers minimum reactance, then whatever the drop is there, that drop is less. Okay, and whatever the reactance is there, that reactance is given by 1 by 2 by F into C. So in the design of capacitor, in the selection of capacitor, how to select its value? कैसा value select करना होगा? Such that reactance should be as small as possible, so that there is no drop across capacitor. That means you can get the first condition. What about the second condition? Whether it provides a DC isolation? Yes. For DC, what are the frequencies there? That is 0. And for 0 frequency, your reactance is infinite. Infinite reactance stands for open circuit. Okay, that means that capacitor which we have used as a coupling network satisfies both the conditions: minimum voltage drop and DC isolation. Right? Okay, so what we have covered so far is amplification process, amplifier, then applications and classification. Okay, so let us have RC coupled amplifier design. Right? So any doubt there? Okay, now you can place the title there. RC coupled amplifier. Again, there are certain things that are required. If you want the thorough knowledge of this amplifier design, we have to cover a certain concept. And very important concept is that of operating point. This point is also called as a Q point. This is called as equation point. Okay, so this Q point determines the operating values, DC values of the circuit. How much should be your supply? What should be the values of various components? That determines your Q point. And basically, this Q point determines the two important values. One is VCEQ, another one is ICQ. Now you have a transistor device, right? Transistor is used as an amplifier. So this first term is voltage between collector and emitter. Q का मतलब क्या है? Under quiescent condition, under DC conditions. Okay, that means if you have a transistor, how much is this voltage? This is nothing but VCEQ. And capital letters are used for DC conditions. Okay, so there is difference. If I am having VCE like this one and VCE like this one, so this stands for DC values, this stands for AC values. So lowercase letters are used for indicating the AC values. And what the another term is there? It is nothing but the IC. It is the collector current. So how much is the current flowing through this circuit? It is nothing but the IC. Right? So we have to provide the attention toward this term. What is that operating point? The next question is, if I want these two values, which circuit is giving these two values? So whatever your answer is there, that answer is the biasing circuit. Okay, that means if you bias the circuit, bias the transistor properly, you will get the result. So this is nothing but the biasing circuit. So what question we have raised? Which circuit provides the operating conditions? Your answer is a biasing circuitry. So when we are thinking of a biasing circuitry, very important requirement is the stability. Okay, so how to think of a stability of a circuit? So the meaning of stability is not the physical stability. Physically, everybody is stable. Even for your side, now you looks to be stable. Very important question is whether you are stable mentally, whether you are here only. So that is the question. Answer is with you only. You are getting spent. So as far as the circuitry is there, all the circuitries are physically stable. But what about the electrical stability? So that we have to check. Okay, that means if all the time your signal is changing, if all the time your signal is fluctuating, is there stability? No. For a time instant t1, if you are getting the signal like this one at the output, immediately at t2, if you are getting the signal like this one, what is the meaning? Corresponding to t1 only you got the faithful amplification. Corresponding to t2, there is some sort of clipping, there is some sort of removal of the lower part. So we are not expecting this one. Whatever the duration is there, for which duration we are testing the circuit, it should be stable. Okay, so important concern is to be for stability. But to answer this one, we will think in a different way. So what are the factors which causes instability? We'll think in a different way. If I want to focus on stability, I should think of what are the sources that are responsible for instability in the circuit. And the very first answer that we are getting is improper design of a biasing circuit. If your biasing circuit itself is wrong, then definitely whatever the result is there, final result is there, that final result is wrong. You are not getting a faithful amplification. Second thing, the basic component that we have used in the design of amplifier is transistor. And all semiconductor devices suffers from temperature variations. Those suffers from power supply fluctuations. Those suffers from replacement. That get meaning. If temperature gets changed, so this temperature will cause a change in IC. Some process is there. Because of change in temperature, your leakage current gets changed. Because leakage current is due to minority carriers. And minority carriers are temperature sensitive. The process कैसा होता है? If temperature is changing, leakage current gets changed. If the leakage current gets changed, again collector current gets changed. And because of the change in collector current, temperature gets changed. So this is the continuous process. And because of this process, what you are getting is what? What is the result? Thermal runaway. Self-destruction of the transistor because of a cumulative process. That is nothing but the thermal runaway. So all the time, if temperature gets changed, definitely this operating point gets changed. And if the operating point gets changed, you are getting different waveforms. That means in some cases you are getting clipping here. In some other cases you are getting clipping here. In some cases you are getting clipping on both the sides. Okay, that means the source of instability. If you think of this instability, so very first reason is wrong biasing circuit. If your biasing circuit is not proper, then you can get instability. Next, temperature change. Next, I would like to say replacement of the transistor. Suppose you have started your design with say transistor BC547, which is equivalent to 147. What I did? I have started the design with say 547. Okay, and during the designing process, if this transistor gets damaged, so I have calculated all the component values based on the specifications of BC547. Okay, I am not getting the result. Afterwards, I have checked the transistor, the reverse process I have done. So what I have to do? Whether I have to stop that design, whether I have to stop. What I have to do? I have to replace the transistor by which number? Same number, because I have used this number for calculating the different values. Okay. Now when I am replacing this transistor 547 with the same number, listen now, no two semiconductor devices are having exactly identical characteristics. You can check this statement. So multimeter you are using, you can measure the HFE. So take 3-4 transistors and measure the HFE. You will find that the range of the HFE even for the same type varies in the range of 100, 50s, 40s like that. If one transistor is showing 270 HFE, another transistor will give 350. Okay, so this is due to a mass production. And if your design is with say a 300 HFE, and if you are replacing this transistor with another having HFE 350, so corresponding to this you are getting one IC, corresponding to this you are getting another IC. समझते हैं होगा? समझते हैं नहीं? काय म्हणायचं मला? If transistor gets damaged, how to replace it? While replacing, how to use the same number? But that another transistor is not providing exact value of beta to that of the first one. And because of this, whatever the IC is there, IC gets changed. If IC gets changed, whatever your Q point is there, this Q point gets changed. That means you are not having a unique value, unique position of Q point. So that is the cause for instability. Are you getting explained? Sometimes what you are doing is you are selecting the transistor randomly without bothering to its specification. So in the design, the term specifications or the rating is very important. Specification stands for the characteristics. Rating stands for actual values of those characteristics. Suppose the specification is collector current, a maximum collector current. Your specification is a maximum collector current, that is nothing but IC max. How to define this one? A maximum collector current that can be safely handled by the transistor, that is nothing but IC max. So ये क्या हुआ? This is the specification of the transistor, and when I am writing this value to be say 1 ampere, that 1 ampere is the rating of a collector. So many times you are not bothering for specifications or the rating, and just blindly you are going for the design. Okay, another important specification is say PD max. How to read this way? This is the maximum power dissipation. Now why it is important? We should go to the basic. See, when current passes through the semiconductor, suppose this is a semiconductor, if current is passing through this one, whatever the temperature of this device is there, that temperature gets increased. When we pass current through any device, then temperature of that device gets increased. Now in normal operation, what we expect is whatever the heat is generated, that generated heat must be given out to the surrounding, so that whatever that device temperature is there, it should remain in safe value. ये तो समझते हैं? Heat generated because of a current that is passing, that heat must be dissipated to the surrounding. Now whatever the ability is there, that ability is given by PD max. Okay, so PD is nothing but V into I. Suppose if I write here voltage between collector and emitter, and if here I write collector current. So if your voltage is say constant Vc, by some means, if you keep the voltage constant and if you are changing IC, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? If you have 1 watt, this reading, if this voltage is say 5 volt, so whatever IC calculation is there, that is nothing but IC max. So beyond this, if you try, your junction gets damaged. Okay. So that's why whatever another cause is there, that cause is exceeding the specifications of the rating. Exceeding device specifications. Again, to get the output from any circuit, what we require is power supply. Without power supply, you can't get it. Otherwise, you will get some sort of output in the ECAD lab, even in the absence of staff member students. If the whatever the components are there, if those components are functioning by themselves without the power supply, then the magic will be there, is it not? So the situation is, if you want some sort of output, if power supply is a must. And what is the power supply you are using, that must be properly regulated. And I hope you know what is the meaning of a regulated power supply. Whatever the percentage regulation is there, that should be as small as possible. Okay, so that circuitry is said to be properly regulated. So if any fluctuations are there still in the power supply design, that may cause to instability. तो यहाँ पे क्या लिखना है मुझे? Fluctuations in the power supply. So if I want the correct design, I have to think of this one, these parameters, and I want to eliminate this one. I should eliminate this one. Okay, that means I will take care of a properly regulated power supply. I will read this specification very correctly, and well below those values I will operate the circuitry. During the replacement, I will take care of the device. If one is having 300, another is having 350, I will select the device which is having HFE very close to the first one, or I will recalculate the component values. Blindly I will not just replace the transistor. That is the meaning of this one. Then temperature variation, this will not come into the picture. In our case, this will not come into the picture. Why? See, the temperature here now, if it is a 30 degree, suddenly the 1 बजे 40 degree नहीं होता ना, क्या होता है? It is not going down to 20 degree. That means over our practical hours, whatever the temperature is there, that temperature remains almost constant. No problem with this one. And here we have to take the care. So when we are going for a biasing circuitry, here we have to select appropriate circuit. So if we take care of these components, these points, definitely your design will be perfect. Are you getting this one? So any doubts? So can anybody recall just the point that we have covered? Instead of recalling from my side, without looking through going through the pages. We have started with definition, then applications, then classification, then stability concept. What is the meaning of electrical stability? Right? And for getting that answer, we have searched for the sources that causes to instability. Okay, and one more equation that we got. Okay, all the time we have to work with the equations as far as design is concerned. So whatever the collector current is there, IC, this collector current is a function of temperature. I will just straightaway call it as a leakage current. It is a function of base to emitter voltage, because ultimately your base current is a function of VB. And one more term I will take, it is nothing but the beta DC or HFE. Okay, that means this collector current varies if these parameters are changing. Okay, so if I differentiate this way, change in IC is because of these terms. So what is the next term? Change in IC because of change in VB. And the change in IC because of beta DC. Right? So this is the mathematical equation that we have to do this interview. So what are these terms are there in a bracket? These will give you the stability factors. So here one can call it as S. Here one can call as S dash, here S dash. Okay, so in comparison with S, these two values are much less. The change in collector current with VB and change in collector current with beta, this change is much less as compared with this change. Okay, so that's why in general stability is defined by S only instead of S dash and S dash. Why is so? Study these values are much less. Okay, almost 0. So I will define this as DIC by DIC by keeping these two terms constant. Alright? So which value of S you are expecting, on lower side or higher side? Obviously lower side. So S should be as small as possible. If your S value is on a higher side, it means that there is more change in collector current due to change in leakage current. Okay, now whatever one more equation we require is the equation for S in general. Okay, so for that one you can just recall the basic equation of a transistor. A collector current is a function of base current and it is a function of a leakage current. Okay, so this equation is from the basic theory of the transistor. Collector current relates with leakage current and the base current. So if I differentiate with respect to IC, what I am getting? 1 here. If I differentiate with respect to IC, I am getting 1 to beta DC DIB by DIC plus this is constant again 1 plus beta DC. Here I am getting DICU by DIC. Right? And if I solve for this term, what I need? S value. So what is your equation? The final equation? If you solve this equation for S, what is the final equation? It is 1 plus beta DC divided by 1 minus beta DC DIB by. So that is the general equation for stability factor. That means if I want to determine S of any circuitry, I need this term only. Okay, so I have to calculate this value. How base current varies with a collector current. So is it okay? You are getting this formula only? After solving this one. Yes? Okay, that means again that what is the stability is there. Stability is nothing but, or the stability factor is nothing but the variation in collector current with respect to leakage current or variation in collector current with respect to temperature. So directly I can relate leakage current with a temperature. So if the circuit is given to you, any circuit, and if the question is determine S, what you have to do? Either you have to recall this equation directly or just start with this equation, come up to this one. And for that circuitry, given circuitry, find out DIB by DIC. You can calculate S for the given circuit. And if S comes out to be on a higher side, then that is not a suitable choice. Because what you require is S on a lower side, so that it is having a better stability. थोड़ा बहुत confusion होता है. What we require? More stability. Stability of the circuit should be more. So immediate response क्या होगा? S should be more. ऐसा आएगा ना? But if you just have the S definition, the S value should be as small as possible. Okay? Right. So with this now background, if we have a biasing circuits now, so we have to take care.